Hi, my name is Sandy Carter, and I'm IBM's General Manager for Ecosystem Development and IBM Social Business Evangelist. And this is our Social Business Coffee Break. Today, we're going to be talking about Geek Girls Are Chic. And don't turn this off if you're not a geek girl, because you'll want to hear this if you're a mother or a father or someone who has a girl somewhere in their lives, a woman somewhere in their lives that you know can make a big difference in IT. So if you think about some of the factoids, it's quite intriguing for me. 3% of tech companies were founded by a woman. 6.5 have a woman CEO, and we know some great ones like IBM. We also know that Yahoo and HP have women CEOs, but still the numbers are so low, and only 1.3% have a female founder. So with those numbers being so low, there's a lot of organizations that have really come up to try to address some of the issues of getting more women and more girls into technology. We see some great organizations like BlogHer that I've had a chance to really work with, or Women's Startup Labs, Girls Who Code with Rashmi here in New York, or Witty out in California that's been focused on women in technology for 25 years. And all of these groups, as I've had the privilege of talking with them, really have a vision for how to correct some of the changes that are needed in tech and getting more women and girls engaged. And trust me, for companies, higher return on investment, higher return on equity for having women and diversity into these tech companies. So let's go over and listen to Rashmi. Rashmi has formed and founded Girls Who Code. She has some real concrete tips bringing more women into technology.
So I recently wrote a book called Women Who Don't Wait in Line to really think about what's happening with leadership. How do we crash through the glass ceiling? I really think it's about embracing risk and failure, right? We as women, female potential entrepreneurs, we're scared of starting companies because we're scared of failing. And so we got to continue to push women and make them comfortable with rejection. I think that as parents, fathers, and mothers, we have to get our girls to raise their hands and learn how to code. We have to push them into those industries and make it cool and make it interesting.
Yeah, you know, my daughter came home the other day and she did really well in math, and she said, "Mom, I just can't keep doing this." And I'm like, "Why? I want you to be good at math." And she said, "None of the boys are going to like me," right?
Yeah.
So it really does start, I think, at the very beginning, at those girls that are growing up, to women who need to be taking those risks out there as well.
And I think to your point, it's our girls built an app called Let It Flow to help find a bathroom when they're walking down the street, because sometimes we got to find public bathrooms. But it's like creating apps like that are interesting, and then having girls be like, "Oh my God, a woman created that. A person like me created that." That's what's really going to change things. Imagine if the next Facebook was created by a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. Or the next IBM.
Yep, or the next IBM, even more importantly.
Now, I've also had the great fortune of being part of BlogHer. In fact, my daughter won a blogging contest at school, and I told her if she won, I'd take her to BlogHer with me one year. That was all she talked about, and we went to BlogHer when it was out in San Diego. BlogHer is now one of the world's largest blog networks, and it reaches over 100 million women every month, and that is every month. So the two founders, both Ajori and Alyssa, came out to talk with me and really explained why a presence online pulls many women into technology. So let's hear what they have to say.
Elisa has a great comment that blogging is a gateway drug to technology.
Oh, I like
Once
that.
you start blogging, you're addicted. and I'd say that with BlogHer, we tend to index really high for women who have started to build their technology businesses even before they've identified them as businesses. They usually get in, start to express themselves. Maybe they're blogging to help build their business, and then the blogging and the social aspects become their business.
Because you want to have more control over your presence online, and that means you need to know a little HTML, and you need to start caring about your CSS style sheets, and then you start getting more and more complex. You need to care about mobile and all of
Look at
those
your analytics
things
every day
Yes.
to make sure that you're tracking.
So that's why as you get to take your online platform more seriously, you begin to take technology more personally.
Now, these are some great thoughts, but it's going to take all of us. It's going to take a movement to get this to be changed, to make some impact. At IBM, we've done an Advancing Women study that I think is applicable for everyone. 3 major things that it really talks about women in technology. Number 1, be visible. Don't be a wallflower. Seek out those high visible roles. Take a risk. Those P&L responsibilities, they do come with risk. So take that risk and be out there and be open. to plan your career. And that doesn't mean that you have to plan out everything, and it's going to be a stair step. It's going to be, a whole series of monkey bar moves, but plan that career. Think about what you want to be. See what you need, what skills, what point of view, what areas you really need to reach out to. And then finally, last but not least, integrate work plus life. I don't know how anybody can say, I have my work life and my home life. The two is so blended together. There are times when you're gonna make a decision that means you're gonna be a great mom and you're gonna go do something there, or a great wife, or a great volunteer. Don't feel guilty about those decisions. Those make you a better person and a better employee. So make sure you're integrating that work and life balance together. Now, I'd like to challenge you to take some action. We've just started up Girls Night Out called Blue Mix Girls Night Out. We'd love for you to come learn more about our Blue Mix platform and get started. And I started at IBM several years ago. I founded the Super Women's Group, which has just grown and grown. It's our largest diversity group at IBM. And we'd love to come and present this to you. In fact, tomorrow I'm going out to a major company and talking to them about starting a Super Women's Group at their facility. And we'd love to do that for any companies out there who are interested. So let us know. My name is Sandy Carter. I am IBM's General Manager for Ecosystem Development, and this has been our Social Business Coffee Break.